Welcome aboard MSC Seashore, where your voyage is not just about the destinations, but also the delightful journey through an array of exquisite dining experiences. For travelers who appreciate the finer things in life and savor each moment, MSC Seashore promises a gastronomic adventure that caters to every palate. Prepare to embark on a culinary cruise like no other, where the world's flavors are at your fingertips and every meal is an unforgettable experience. Food on MSC Seashore is very good, and you'll notice some differences on this ship compared to other mainstream lines, such as Royal Caribbean or Carnival. On MSC Seashore, there's a large buffet and 4 main dining rooms that are complimentary, and 5 specialty restaurants. Yacht Club guests have their own included restaurant and buffet. Free restaurants on MSC Seashore: Fifth Avenue Restaurant, Tribeca Restaurant, Central Park Restaurant, and Manhattan Restaurant. This quartet of restaurants spread out among decks 5, 6, and 7 make up the main dining room for MSC Seashore, having smaller restaurants for the bulk of passenger meals, as opposed to the grand dining room you find on some cruise ships, makes your meal feel more intimate and gives you a better relationship with your server. All of the restaurants have the same menu. Manhattan is open just for Aria Experience guests. I found the service in MSC Seashore's main dining room much better than I experienced on previous MSC cruise ships. Orders were taken quickly, dishes brought out promptly and hot, and meals were wrapped up in just over an hour. Where the MSC Seashore main dining room suffered was in a lack of consistency in the food. While I had a decent meal one night, the dinners served on an elegant night were an unusual consistency and flavor, with one dish being inedible. Main dining room food is one area where MSC Seashore needs improvement. Marketplace Buffet. MSC's buffet on Deck 16 is expansive and has a large array of choices for all tastes. You can find American favorites such as burgers and hot dogs, as well as more international flavors. Don't miss the pizza, which has a crisp, crackly crust and an array of toppings. MSC has Italian roots, so my pizza hopes were high. One nice thing about the marketplace on MSC Seashore is that unlike the other seaside class ships, buffet seating extends outside to the back of the ship for al fresco dining. The lovely sky bar is out here, as well as the Bridge of Sighs, a clear walkway where you can look all the way down to the infinity pool on Deck 8. A downside of MSC Seashore: I couldn't find any free ice cream options on board. You can buy gelato, and it's good gelato, in multiple locations on board, but soft serve lovers will be disappointed. Room service. Unlike other cruise lines, room service fees are determined by cabin category on MSC Seashore. Fantastica passengers will pay a fee for non-breakfast items, while room service is free for guests in Aria or Yacht Club cabins. You can also get the Neapolitan pizza from the buffet delivered to your room for a fee. Room service is available 24/7. Free Yacht Club restaurants on MSC Seashore. Your Yacht Club cabin comes with its own restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as a buffet and grill on the sun deck where something is always available until 6 p.m. The Top Sail Lounge also has nibbles available all day and long into the evening. Tip: don't miss the daily afternoon tea here. Yacht Club Restaurant. The serenity of the Yacht Club restaurant at dinner is a stark contrast to the bustling feel that you experience in the MSC Seashore main dining rooms. The menu changes daily, and there are more upscale options that you find. That's on purpose, according to the Yacht Club manager. You're greeted by name here, and as the week goes on, the servers and sommeliers will definitely note your preferences and make the appropriate recommendations. At breakfast, Yacht Club regulars swear by the tiny donuts, the one pool grill and bar. Located within the Yacht Club sun deck, the buffet line can sometimes feel surprisingly small, particularly at the height of mealtime. The crowds I saw here during a seafood extravaganza lunch were the most I saw on the entire ship. Still, the buffet and grill get the job done. You could easily come up here at 10 a.m. and have your noshing needs met until sunset. What restaurants cost extra on MSC Seashore? The specialty restaurants on MSC Seashore all delivered, and I had outstanding meals at each of them. They are on the pricey side compared to other mainstream cruise lines. You can save money by buying a specialty dining package either before you board or once you're on. I highly recommend it just to have more variety. Note that if you have a dining package, there are only certain menu items that are included. If you want something else, you'll pay 50% of the cost. All of the specialty restaurants are clustered on Deck 8 in the chef's court, a smart decision that also opened up some venues for open-air dining. This area is also away from the main dining rooms and the buffet, so it always seems relatively serene and date night-ish. Kaido Teppanyaki, kids menu available. This restaurant is one of the biggest teppanyaki restaurants I've ever seen at sea. The format is similar to what you find on land. Diners sit around a large open-air cooktop where the chef dazzles you with knife skills and corny jokes as he serves up your choice of set menu. Catch the egg for a round of applause. Ocean Cay, this seafood restaurant is the prettiest on board and definitely gives off romantic night out vibes. It's the most expensive restaurant on MSC Seashore, particularly if you go for the extravagant seafood tower. I saw several tables diving in. The experience menu gives you some nice options. My pasta with clams came out perfectly al dente, with nary a closed shell in the mix. The crab cake app had very little filler, and I wish that every tartare I ordered was as well balanced as the one I had here. Butcher's Cut, brunch. My colleague regards Butcher's Cut the best mainstream cruise line steakhouse at sea, and we're hard-pressed to argue. I was blown away by the appetizers, which included foie gras deviled eggs and a huge bone full of marrow. This is not light eating. You can also get a variety of salads if you want to save the richness for the main course. The desserts here were the best on the ship. Book an outdoor table at sunset. There's also an extensive and delicious-looking brunch menu that I didn't get to try on this trip. Kaido Sushi a la carte. The sushi conveyor belt at Kaido is a cute idea for a quick casual dinner, and it seemed particularly popular with the teens on board. The idea is simple. The chef puts out different items in small covered dishes on the conveyor belt. As the rolls and sashimi go by, you pick up what you want to eat, and the server will count the dishes, which are color-coded by price, for your final bill. There's a menu with a key to help decipher it all. You can also order soup and cooked items. Just keep your expectations in line. If you come from a coastal city with outstanding sushi, you might not love the quality, but it was as good as I get in my Philadelphia suburb. If there's a roll you want and it's not coming by, just ask your server for it, and the chef will make it for you. Hola tacos en cantina a la carte. I'm still thinking about the Mexican food at this casual restaurant. It's located away from the other specialty venues, but still on Deck 8, close to the atrium, and has fun Day of the Dead decor. The tacos and other menu items here are influenced by Mexico City, not Tex-Mex, and so it's all more flavorful than what you find on other mainstream cruise lines. Standouts here include the guacamole. You can either order it and have the chef make it or build your own. The variety of tacos, and the make-your-own craft margarita menu. Note, the margaritas here are not included in your drink package, but don't worry, they're worth it. Venchi 1878 Chocolate Bar. This isn't really a restaurant, but people with a sweet tooth will want to seek out the chocolate counter here. Unlike on MSC Meraviglia, where Venchi is placed front and center, you have to work to find Venchi on MSC Seashore as it's hidden away on Deck 6, near the duty-free shops. You can also buy gelato to eat as you watch a chocolate sculpture being created. Cruise Critic restaurant picks on MSC Seashore. I tried and loved all of the specialty restaurants on MSC Seashore, but the one that's still on my mind is Hola Tacos and Cantina. While it's a la carte, the food is more authentically Mexican than you find on many mainstream cruise ships, and the custom margarita menu allows you to select type of tequila or mezcal, salt, or sugar and flavor. Don't miss either for lunch or dinner. I'd choose either Butcher's Cut or Ocean Cay for a romantic night out. Honestly, with a specialty dining package, I'd probably do both. Dietary restrictions on MSC Seashore. MSC Seashore treats dietary restrictions seriously and has separate galleys for vegan and gluten-free travelers. Travelers with dietary restrictions are asked to mark that when they check in. And it's always a good idea to alert the matron in the main dining room if you have an allergy. In the yacht club, your butler will ask. But how does MSC Seashore dining compare to another ship's dining experience? Click the video above and let's travel.